Showtime. Showtime at the Apollo. Hey, True Believers England team here. And another night, every night, 10:30, we rank comic book covers. It's a great way to really just take a look at things that you may have seen, but you haven't really picked apart. I've been staring at this Superman cover for 6 years. Never noticed there's a duck right behind his left foot. That kind of thing. We're going to be ranking Superman the Silver Age. Now, when I brought up Superman the Silver Age, I was like, oh, yeah, because everybody says that the Brainiac cover, he's in space, there's Brainiac. It's actually Brainiac's first appearance. That's considered the first Silver Age Superman. And then it was pointed out, wait a second, what comic book is it? That's not Superman. It's Action Comics. So, okay. And then it was, okay, hold on. How can, and you can answer this for me, Eric, if you have an answer. How can that be Superman's first Silver Age issue when Silver Age for everybody else and their brother starts with Showcase number 4 in October of 1956? And the Brainiac cover is 1958.
That's a good question.
Exactly. So what I did was I went back to try to find Superman 1956 in October, and guess what? There isn't one. So I had to go to November, and we're going to be ranking the comics from issue 109 to 120. Those are that was the beginning of the Silver Age for Superman. So without further ado, and hello to everybody in the comments, let's get this party started. And RDV, you get to start us off with 109. If RDV is there. Or LK, you can start us up.
All right. Let's see what we got here. God, it's like the first third of it is taken up with the trade dress and everything. You've got an interesting picture. Again, tells a story. We know it's going to be about some ventriloquist with some puppet. Obviously, his claim, and of course, Clark Superman is going to wind up being the party pooper, telling us how the trick is really done. But good solid drawing. Nothing spectacular. So I'm going to start out, give it an 8.
Alrighty. How about you, Eric?
I'm going to go with a 9.
Okay.
We've got, you saw where you see where Bruce lent Alfred to the restaurant for that night to help serve. And it's just this. I like the dummy. It's just fun. It's a Superman cover without Superman on the cover, unless you count the dummy.
Okay. Good point. RDV, what do you think of this one?
They're both trying to look inside this yellow purse for some reason. And amazing proves that the super public corrected the less detail. Like the 80 cents here. It's kind of weird. A Howdy Doody, and that's supposed to be Vincent Price, I guess. Wow, this is out there for Silver Age. This is issue 109. Okay, I was wondering when Silver Age started. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a 7. It's just not really too much for me.
We have a 9, we have an 8, and we have a 7. Will I continue this downward trend? I think not. I actually really like this cover. Yes, he's saying, and finally there are exactly 87 cents and change in Miss Lois Lane's handbag. And of course, Clark Kent is saying, amazing, my X-ray vision proves that super puppet correct to the last detail. And I like this. It just shows that kind of what I call the Silver Age silliness going on. I am wondering, and this is a very small nitpick, what exactly is the placement of the tables in this particular restaurant dinner theater that guy is so, I mean, the guy right over Clark's shoulder has to be right up against the stage. And usually there's about, 8 or 10 feet in order for people to walk, with the dinner trays. I don't know. Like I said, a little nit to pick. But I actually am going to agree with the 8 here. I think it's a very good cover. A lot of fun. And Lois is not drawn badly either. All righty, let's see. Superman did flying around the Earth, turning back time thing to make the Action Comics in 1958, the Silver Age. Joe Dog is saying 9 for this one. All righty, and we've got Ethereal Dragon going 7 on it. Next up, just Joe says 7. And we've got 8 from Glinzer and 8 from Killer Baby. All right, Dark Admiral's in. Is 0 an acceptable number? I'm joking. Hi, all. Hello to Dark Admiral. Donnie Boy, what's up? Saying 7, and so is Dark Admiral. All righty. I don't see a couple of our mainstays just yet. No One Slick Dude, no Maranya, but
Marania's internet's out for the rest of the night.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Well,
Yeah, I had a random number text me. I was like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "It's asking, can you tell me what my old phone number is?" I'm like, "I don't even know who you are." I was gonna ask Breen, like, "Do you know who this is?"
All righty. Well, Maranya knows she's more than welcome to vote after the video's been posted. By the way, yes, that is. If you are watching this after, go on ahead. I am backlogged on the videos I'm making out of the scores that you do, and I will be getting to them. But for now, just feel free to fill in your votes, and I will add them to the scores, and they will count for when I'm making the top 12 video. All righty. That being said,
I do feel bad for her because
go ahead.
I feel bad because she's got no power. That means she doesn't have any fans running, and it's hot where she is. It's just she's going to bed.
Yeah,
So that she finally got a hold to them. It should be 3 to 5 a.m. hopefully for power being restored.
That's not good. We have 5 7s, which brings down one of those 8s. We have 2 9s, which are sucked right on into that, and it looks like this is an 8 cover. Alrighty. Which one is the Superman? Am I sharing this out? I am not sharing this out, am I? Okay, let me share this out before the tier list. Create Superman tier list, and here it is. Oh, there we go. And 109 goes to 8. A very good cover, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the scores. At 10, we have super awesome. 9 is awesome. 8 is very good. 7 is good. 6 is average. 5 is 4. I guess 5 would be it truly elicits no emotion one way or the other. 4 is bad. 3 is very bad. 2 is horrible. 1 is god awful. And we're going to head to RDV this time since he missed last time. And he gets to start us off on issue number 110. By the way, I got the best scan available. Okay. I went searching, but here you go.
Man, these must be okay. These are code. Okay, so this is back when they didn't have the My Comic Shop on them.
Right. Yeah. This is way before My Comic Shop came on the scene. Yeah.
Is that an ant or a bird?
That is an ant of some sorts, it looks, right?
At least a feet.
Well, the guy is saying it's no match for the giant ant. So
I know, but it's got a bird beak. Like, what do you put?
Well, ants have that kind of.
And has a tongue as well. But we get to see Superman. Superman's kind of in peril. He's kind of trying to hold this off this giant ant that looks like a bird from Acne. Old guy's running away. I'm gonna give this give it 8.
All right. How about you, LK?
I mean, it's nice in its simplicity, and I think that's where I'm having a little difficulty in terms of grading these covers because everything's well done. There's just not necessarily a lot to it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So for right now, yeah, I'm gonna give this another 8. It's very good.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
There's a husband and wife duo called the Handsome Family, and they have a song called Giant Ant. It's a wonderful song, and this is a wonderful cover.
I know you're
The
going.
Hanson family have nothing to do with why I'm giving this a 10. I just felt like a little backstory would help.
All right. Well, I, by the way, have got to agree with Eric. And LK, you actually nailed why I enjoy this cover a lot. There's no fat. I mean, okay, maybe in a modern cover we would get more of a background or more detail on the building and such, and that would be nice. But there is absolutely no fat on this cover. It's got a nice color background. You got to, if you can imagine it without all the fading, with at this point, what would it be? 70 years of fading going on right here.
You think they changed the design of the ant to make it more kid friendly? There's no antenna. There's no claw pinchers in his mouth.
Dude, just think it's the 1950s. Back then, they thought hiding under a desk would save you from a nuclear bomb. Okay, so it's the 1950s. But I agree with Eric. This cover is awesome. It is awesome in its simplicity. And with that, going to the start 10. But then I love Earth Defense Force video games, says Glenzer. Alrighty, next up we have Joe Dog giving it a 10. And we have Donnie giving it a 9. Hey, MK! What's up? Dark Admiral says 10. Would have loved this cover as a kid. I loved the movie Them. Alrighty. And let's see, MK says it's Superman versus Them. It's a 10 out of 10. And then we have that ant looks terrible. I'd score higher if it looked more realistic, says Joe. It could be an alien ant. We could go that way. But Joe gives it a 7.
That ant would fit in a DuckTales book.
From an alien ant farm.
Yes. Oh, by the way, never mind. Ethereal says 7. Let's see. Glenzer says, I rate the covers based on which age here, silver, they were drawn in. MK, hey, speaking of the 40s, 50s, did you see that new Batman Cape Crusader? Yes. You know what? I think that's a video on its own where we just need to talk about that trailer and how being awesome it was.
What is that?
And then Joe says Them is a great movie. There's a new Batman animated series coming.
Oh.
And the trailer for it just popped. And
it's supposed to be a much more darker version of Batman series they didn't get a chance to tell back in the day.
Yeah, and it's very much Batman. It's not Batman Year One like it looks like it was inked by Johansson or Jansen. I always get that wrong.
Klaus Janson.
But it looks like Batman Year One is in. That's when it starts. So yeah, it's awesome. That being said, I put up a poll, kids. The new poll for this episode, which would be Sunday. Those Saturdays really, like after a while, we're like 3 or 4. Every Saturday we skip one, so we're a day ahead. But this is for Sunday, and I've got. Let's see. I picked Sonic. LK picked Captain Carrot. Eric picked Archie from the 1950s, and Venkman picked the real Ghostbusters from now. And Archie was 1950s. Sonic is the Archie series, and LK Captain Carrot and his amazing Zoo Crew. So by all means, you kids go on over and vote on which one, and I do believe you guys can vote as well on which one you want us to do.
Where is that?
On Sunday. It's on the poll in the chat.
I'm not seeing it.
I'm not either.
It isn't.
Oh, whoops. Maybe if I push start poll, it'll pop up now. And there we go.
Hey, E, the poll's here.
All righty. Cool. Did they bring their sausages? See what I did? I made a bad joke. All righty. Okay, so
twice.
I did.
Say again.
And again.
I said Venkman's already voted twice.
Okay. So here's what we got for issue 110. We have 2 7s, 2 8s, 1 9, and 6 10s. So we've got 5 of everything, not a 10, and we're still left with a 10. I say the giant ant, ladies and gentlemen, second one out of the gate, lands on Super Awesome.
Dude.
Okay, and let us go on over.
If Archie wasn't there, Ghostbusters would win. I'm just going to say that out of the other choices. But darn you, Archie.
All righty, Eric, you get to start us on 111.
Hmm. Um, I'm gonna give us an 8.
All righty.
It's just it's a cool cover. But yeah, I said I don't know. It's not quite as dynamic as the one before, so I'm stick with an 8 here.
All right. Okay, RDV.
Well, I thought it was gonna be Mysterio for a second, but it's Mysto, the world's second greatest magician. Wow. Yeah, they really were going for like the hokey villains at the time. Is this supposed to be Abracadabra, or just just random guy named Mysto?
Oh, just random. He did not make his appearance until a little bit later.
Okay, but I'm gonna give it about an 8. The Superman just looks so weird. He's like a little Superman. Even then, his head's so shrunk. So,
All right. And what, you're going to give it an 8 as well?
yeah.
Did I hear that? Okay. LK, what do you think?
Yeah, not as dynamic as the earlier two covers. I'm giving this one a 7.
All righty. We got a 7. We've got an 8. What are we looking at here? Orange curtain in the background. I alone can conjure up a double of Superman as powerful as the real Superman, which, by the way, is a trope. There are tons of stories about that. That's either an amazing trick or Superman has a new rival, says Lois. Mysto the Magician. It is. It's kind of funny because this is also a simple cover, but yeah, it's not as, I don't know, it's not as storytelling. It's like the dialogue has to do a lot of work there. I'm going to go 7 with LK on this one. All right, but if we go to the start, which Sonic? There are 3. I believe it's the Archie series, the one that started it off. And then we have MK saying, I agree on both counts, Joe. Them, okay, I'm not seeing it. Refresh, real good. So there we go, the start. Glenzer says 7. Alrighty. And then we have 8 from Donna Boy. Wow, crazy poll. Ghostbusters, Captain Carrot were leading for like a minute, then Archie took over.
I know, it's like it was crazy watching the beginning. Oh, this is like now everybody's tied.
Ethereal says 8. Joe Dog says 8. 7 from Dark Admiral Hare. Let's see. Joe says 7. Alrighty. And Killer Bebe says 7. It looks like the proportion Superman is off to everybody else. Okay, and then let's see. I'll go 9 here. His head looks a little smaller than usual. And that's from MK. Yep, MK. Evil Black Cat says 8. Oh, welcome to the party, pal. Let's see. Wow, 3-way tie. Not between Captain Carrot. Not between Carrot, Ghostbusters, and Sonic. Archie is winning right now. We was robbed. I'm actually kind of surprised there. Now here's what we got going on.
Cats and dogs live together.
Here's what we got going on, kids. We've got 1 9, and we've got 6 8s and 5 7s. I think this lands us firmly in the 8 category for the Superman issue number 100, and I think we're on 11. All righty. So there we go.
I have their YouTube account.
Say what? Oh. Right.
I made 16 of them just for this poll.
Well, it's I'm glad you did it for the poll and not to write in my chat, because I'm tired of those people.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'd go A through Z each count.
All righty. So next up, we're going to go with RDV again here, and it is 112.
Those men, those 3 circus strongmen, Samson, Atlas, and Hercules, Heracles, have challenged Superman, and they're winning. Wow. Which, I guess that's supposed to be Atlas in the middle? Yeah, no, yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
like the Roman stuff.
the Roman one there kind of throws things off because he
It's,
doesn't really
it's
fit with any of the names.
well, I mean, you look at Atlas. He is Fred Flintstone outfit.
Yeah.
It's orange. Yeah, and Superman, yeah, is kind of losing. But it's Suzuki. This is like a Nick Cardy thing. Is or Bob Haney. That's what it reminds me of. I'm gonna give this a 9.
9. Alrighty. Okay, LK, what do you say?
Unfortunately, I think the focus. I think the focus should have been necessarily flipped. I mean, your Superman and Superman's really small at the side of the cover. And everything else is just kind of pedestrian. I'm a 6 on this. This is average.
Okay.
I guess
What do you think, Eric? Oh, go on ahead, RDB.
I was gonna say that I think the reason it's that the way is framed that way is to make it like Superman look weak compared to them.
Yeah, but
smaller.
you still could have done it where you had Superman, in the forefront struggling. So,
He-
6 to
he-
1. But
He would be bigger than them.
yeah,
So I don't know.
All right.
Go ahead, Eric.
What do you think, Eric?
But yeah, I think by this time, we all know whose book it is. And like I said 3 covers ago, he wasn't even on it. That said, this is more like 2-on-1 because that guy in the middle who's 87 years old, if he's a gay. I'm gonna give us a 9. It's fun.
See, I agree. I think you have the 3 guys in the foreground because they are the ones that's supposed to look stronger. Superman is supposed to look weak in this, as the dialogue suggests. I do agree that the crowd in the background could use a little more people in it instead of oatmeal. And is that the Torch talking? Or is there supposed to be somebody in front of the Torch? Now, this could just be the scan we're not seeing yet.
That's a talkie torch.
Right. But overall, I like it. I'm gonna step into the middle here and say 8 on this cover.
When do we get the Superman's pulling like planets with chains? How many more issues we got to go for that?
Oh, he was already doing that by this time.
Yeah, that's Joe Dog says a 10 and Glenzer says a 9 on this one.
Those are some of my favorite covers, though. The Super Dick.
And Dark Admiral and Ethereal Dragon say 9. Alrighty. So which one is the Roman, says Joe? The guy with the horse brush, right?
That would actually be a good thing to do, cover ranking. The Super Dickery covers, just the ones where he's a dick.
Yes. I actually have 10 of those fired up already.
Nice.
Let's see. The Burning Torch can talk. I know, right? And then we have MK saying 9 here. My only remote critique is all of the men are drawn literally in the same pose, almost look like robots or mannequins or something. Also, couldn't Superman just use one arm with these here?
I mean,
well, this is Atlas and Hercules, so it's not like it's going against normal
They're
people.
also a chorus line.
We don't know. They could be robots. This,
Well,
could actually be the guys.
I hope they get the job. Joe says 8. Alrighty. And what we got here is what we got here is 110, 16. That's got to come 2 down, so it's 1, 2, and then we've got this is a 9, ladies and gentlemen, because of those 7 9s added.
This cover reminds me of Kill and Kill Again.
Huh.
Where they're trying to pull the guy into the pit.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah. The guy, he's got his shirt unbuttoned all the way to his belly button, looking all 70s stuff.
Yep.
Even though it's a 1980s movie. Alrighty. Next up, LK, you started us, Eric.
I'm going to give this a 10. I just love these. This is retcon 342 of Superman's origin on Krypton. but I like it.
Alrighty, we'll get a 10 from Eric. And then RDV.
My father was from Crampton. And as soon as sorry, I can't do the Truman voice. Only Breen can. But that's what I think of when I read this.
My father was Captain was a Superman too.
And
he had to protect his queen the way I would never do because I'm gay.
Well, Queen would have a different definition.
It would have quotation.
Yep.
Featuring the Superman of the present and the Superman of the past, and special 3-part novel complete in this reshoot. List of DC contest winners in it too. Honestly, he's got this giant you know, reminds me of the Etch a Sketches with the giant tiles. That's what it looks like. This, and he's watching a teleprompter, I guess, of his dad. I kind of want to read it because I want to see it because wow, his dad looks a lot like him, just like Goku's dad looked a lot like him, Bardock. So I mean, I'm gonna give this about a 9. I actually want to check this out.
Alrighty. And let's see what we are featuring the Superman of the present and the Superman of the past in a special 3-part novel. By the way, I love that they used to do this, the 3 parts, complete in this issue. My father from Krypton. Yeah, you're right. Isn't this the 90th time they've done this story? But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the cover. What is going on with that? Oh, it's a drill bit.
Yeah, but why isn't his father wearing the crest, the family crest?
Okay, and yeah, I dig this, man. This is very much a cover of its time. The Silver Age, you get the sci-fi spaceship that's shaped very much like a bullet. The drill bit drilling into his chest. The fact that I forgot to go to LK. I'm going to give this one a 9 here. Alrighty, LK, or who hasn't gone yet?
Yeah, me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go a 9 on this one too. I like the dynamic thing there. You know, plus, hey, we get the list of DC contest winners.
And we need that. What was your number, RDV?
Mine's a 9.
9. Alrighty, we got 3 9s and a 10 so far. We go to the chat, and Glinzer's agreeing with that 9, and so is Joe Dog. All right, next up, let's see. I guess that makes sense. Dark Admiral gives it a 9, and so does Ethereal Dragon. This is also a famous Batman story, says Joe. MK says, cool, I love the giant Kryptonian TV-looking thing. And he gives it a 10 along with Eric. Joe is saying 8. And One Slick Dude, what's up, my friend? He is giving it a 9. And also, don't forget to vote on the poll here. We need Sonic the Hedgehog needs votes. All righty. And we got 8 or 9.
Real Ghostbusters.
Boo, hiss.
Vote the carrot.
If it was down to Real Ghostbusters or Captain Carrot, Brain, where would you go? And why?
Away.
I knew you were going to say it. Which one would you go for? Captain Carrot or Real Ghostbusters?
Probably Captain Carrot.
You're dead to me, Pa.
I know, son. You're still cutting the grass.
It's a good thing I have gasoline and a lighter. No more grass.
Did England team freeze?
I think so.
Or either that, or he's really, really deep in thought.
But he's but
Oh,
he wasn't.
yep.
He wasn't HD though.
Well,
Hey,
well,
look,
folks, we've got a little
I'm
intro
Superman,
here.
and I'm Lex Luthor. I changed my icon because I saw yours. That's why.
Hey, Vank, did you read your books yet?
I did a few of them.
Have you read the Superman books yet?
I read them. They're great. I like
I
them.
loved them.
I just don't like
the-
the ending.
I loved the ending.
No, with Waller.
Oh, that's not the ending. That's just an add-on.
I know.
Is this the current?
Current
Yeah.
Action Comics and Superman came out this today.
Oh, okay. Well,
Did it-
I think you didn't add Power Girl to that list.
What's
no.
Power Girl?
Yeah. Oh, God.
There hasn't been a Power Girl since the 2009 series.
Okay, did you get Power Girl but not Action and Superman?
Well, I didn't get any of them per se, so
Oh,
no, I haven't read the Superman stuff.
I got a healthy stack here.
But I
gotta read.
I did get the greatest magazine in the world. It's that time of year.
Fantasy Four.
No, Phil Steele's 2024 college football preview.
oh,
350 pages of tiny print statistical goodness.
I'll just go read my 1954 one over again.
Right.
Great stuff. Anything you want to know about the upcoming college football season is in this book. So it's become a little bit of an annual ritual of picking this up.
So, who is your favorite college football team?
I hate saying it kind of rotates, but I mean, Indiana's terrible. So, I root for IU, but I know it's fatal, and it's a folly. Growing up, when I really first took notice of college football, it was Michigan. Just because, Michigan, Ohio State, was on every year on ABC.
Yeah.
And I just liked Michigan over Ohio State. I just did. But of course, I mean, like any kid in 1981, I fell in love with Miami, and so I've always been kind of a Hurricanes fan. So it pains me to see how far they've fallen. They just can't get out of their own way and build a winning program anymore.
Nope, it's never going to come back unless they rehire Luther Campbell.
Well, dig up the corpse of Howard Schnellenberger. But yeah, so I mean, those are the main ones. I mean, obviously, living in the Bay Area, I liked, especially it was fun. Stanford was on top. Those teams were great.
Yeah, I had a chance to pick up the rest of the Spider-Woman books today. They're out there somewhere. They're $18 a piece.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know if they're worth that much.
Are they the early? Are they the single-digit numbers?
I think they might be this. They're like between 10 or an 8. There's a couple of them. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I would say probably if they were like 1 through 10, that's probably worth it. Or if it's, I think, like 48, 49, 50, because in that period of Marvel, it's just like She-Hulk. The final issues have super low print runs, so they're more expensive.
But these were like the 14 to 18. These were the double digit ones too.
Yeah,
going out right.
So I did see another book that you were talking about on X there today, Bankman.
Oh wait, is it the backflip one or the wrestling one?
Well, there was that, but also the wretched Black Label Zatanna book.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen more gay guys and drag in a book before. Written by Riko Tamaki in Vegas. She wakes. I love it shows Zatanna. She wakes up and she's wearing like boxers. Looks like, I guess, like boys boxers or girls boxers. She's topless, no bra, and there was no woman next to her. I was shocked.
Yeah,
maybe that's.
I mean, it's poorly drawn. The story is awful, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is what they relaunched Black Label with, right? This is the first new Black Label book.
It's a young adult. They're throwing in with the Black Label.
It's a Black Label book.
Yeah.
So as I said, the only saving grace is, thank God, this is supposed to be completely out of continuity.
Yeah, Venkman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say, okay. Actually, there was, but it's a Mariko Tamaki book, so she did kick her out of bed for eating crackers.
But I mean, I hate the sense of Tamaki is doing the bad dad thing.
Yeah, because she wanted to be a magician and she kept getting bullied. So when she finally learned a spell, she like made a kid vanish. And that sounds like
while we're waiting, we can all stare at this goodness. So this is years later. So this is something horrible happened when she was getting bullied as a kid, and want to see magic. And then, of course, beep, beep, beep. She wakes up in some dingy looking studio apartment in Las Vegas. This kind of just pissed me off in terms of, I mean, look at how bad this drawing is. I guess this is the bed, so it's supposed to be a studio apartment. And it's just like, what are you doing? And there's a reference to the Justice League, so trying to put this in a time frame.
I was fine. Actually, I was kind of fine with this up to the part, and then when she got out and she starts running, and then it just went downhill for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, again,
Right,
the art is not good.
Here you go. Here's your
Yeah.
because I don't know if it's a guy.
Miss Perkins, how can I help you? So she's with some hotel group that wants to sign Zatanna. Even though she's doing magic shows basically for free at this hotel, which again makes no sense.
And she's not a magician.
Yeah, she doesn't call herself a magician. She doesn't use magic. There's never once,
that was your second.
Never once in this issue does she pronounce anything backwards.
When does something happen in this book that would make you want to spend so much as a cent on it?
When she got out of bed, that was about it. The top.
Nah.
That's okay.
But that's the only cheesecake there was.
I'm not even saying that. This just looks dreadful.
And then you just
Yeah,
this.
it is.
So this woman's been showing up at her show like 12, 13 times, and she
Yeah.
kind of gets unnerved. And I'm thinking, like, this is going with Selena Kyle here. And then, well, I think it's a totally different. I forgot who the character was. It's a totally different character.
Yeah, we don't know who it is yet. Because then you get this. You like card tricks? No, I don't like tricks. I like magic. And then suddenly something comes out on the stage.
So congratulations to DC Comics for destroying another character to satisfy the whim of another DEI hire.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I know, just reading the solicits, that I know she's going at least an issue without magic. Because then she finds it again, that kind of bullshit.
It's Javier Rodriguez, which normally isn't that bad art. It's just like he's drawing.
Yeah. Well, that's
Javier
interesting.
Rodriguez is a
They didn't
discount
like to-
Cliff Chang.
Who's Cliff
Yeah.
Chang?
A better
here we go.
Javier Rodriguez.
I'm just saying, was he worked on? Because I don't.
So,
You see
I'm
it.
not disagreeing,
yep. So there you go. Andrea Shea, editor. Chris Conroy, executive editor. There you go. Those are the two.
That's all I need to see.
You're familiar with them?
Chris Conroy, yeah.
Yep.
I sort of recognize the name, but I don't recall.
He should have been shown the door with Andy Corey.
Oh God, he's in that league. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Let's see. What once like, dude, did you get some text or something? From
Oh,
me?
yeah. No, he just sent it. Overlays are there if when he wants to take over, so you might not be able to get back on.
Oh, did that just pop up in the?
Yeah.
Okay, because I looked before, I didn't see anything.
Oh, there it is. Overlays are there if you want to take over for the host. Okay, I'm on the phone.
I wish we'd have seen that a few Zatanna pages ago.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have the,
I didn't see the chat. So,
do you have the tier list?
oh yeah, that's well.
Well,
hold on a
yeah,
second.
I give Zatanna 10 tiers.
Let me do a search here. Let me see. Did he do Silver Age Superman?
Oh, the tier. Yeah. I don't know how to find it, but
Let's see. Trying to find it. Okay. What did E? Since you're watching, listening there, what did you name the tier list?
while we're doing that,
Uh,
Sean Phillips did a variant cover for Walking Dead.
Nice.
I know.
Comic Science
So when I
Superman.
saw that, I was like, dude, I wanted this. Anytime I get a variant cover and it's Sean Phillips, because this is the normal cover back. So he just kind of like changed the position in his head. That was kind of cool. And then I got my facsimile for Godzilla King of Monsters, so I could try it out, see if I want to go actually further and collect the rest of it.
You know what? I think Glinter named the modern age of comics perfectly.
Yeah.
The
What do you-
age.
Garbage? It's French. Garbage? 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 Oh, man.
Silver
Yep.
Age. Right.
Did you pick up any of the trades today, Vank?
No, I did not. Didn't have any.
There it is. Okay. Found it.
All right. I was going to say, while we're waiting, I'll just read up from my Marvel Age comics here.
Nice.
And we'll just go-
I'd read from mine, but I don't think I can lift mine anymore.
Yours is a coffee size?
Okay, let's see. Because it's mine, so it didn't keep the tier. So we had, I know the first one was an 8. The second one was a 10. What was the third one? Was that an 8 or a 9?
I'd have to look at the previous thing, 'cause I don't know offhand.
Okay. And I'm trying to think.
Oh,
we
no,
were
let me
up
see. Yeah, you
to-
can just do. Yeah. What are we doing here? 8?
set an 8.
Are you
Okay,
ranking
I-
my book? Are you,
Yeah, I know that 109 was an 8. I remember that. I remember 109 or 110. I guess the ant was a 10.
all right. So 4 being a bad. 3 is really bad. 2 is
No,
horrible.
no. I've got the tier rankings are fine. It's
He
When I
says
pulled up-
112 was a 9.
yeah. When I pulled up here, let me show you. When I pulled up the tier,
Are you talking about, okay, so 112 was 113 was a 9, he says, for the layout. For the little thing.
now I gotta find it. Where the hell is it?
Mean they're not in order in the overlays?
Yeah. Well, no, they weren't there at all.
Oh,
It was blank.
really?
So I'm having to resubmit put the tiers back.
Okay. You mean as far as the ones we already ranked? Put 'em on the
Yes,
tier
yes,
list.
yes, yes.
Okay, I thought you were talking about like the overlay and the actual StreamYard. That's what I was confused about. Okay.
Oh yeah, no. That's fine. So
Okay.
you can see
108,
in-
109 was an 8.
Says 110 was a 10.
right, that I got. So 111. What was 111?
I don't know, but Green, you get this cover?
Yep.
I'll dump it in the 9 for right
My
now.
shop, the other shop didn't have it, so I picked up that one just in case I didn't have the one. So, been liking these. But, man,
Okay, 111 was an 8, so that goes down there.
Yeah.
That one,
nice hefty stack still to read.
that one goes in the 9, and hey, we're back. I think we're set to go here.
Back in the saddle again.
We are up to 114. Superman's $1 billion debt.
He has a deck.
All right. Hey, Rhaegar, you missed all the fun.
How's it going, little Roygar? I'm gonna pronounce it wrong from now on.
So
2 years.
you're at the top there, Venkman. So why don't you kick us off here with issue 114?
Sorry, Buster, but I've got to bring that rainbow gem back down there in 1 hour, or it'll be too late. And Pride Month will be over forever. At first I thought he was punching him, but he's just lifting him up. Then he's gonna punch him. It'd be cool if he was actually going up and he actually was punching him as he's flying up. That would even be cooler. So that being said, I could give it a 9 for that.
10. All right, you give it a 9. Mr. Breen.
Mr. Breen, Mr. Breen.
I think I'm also going to give this a 9. Sorry, Buster, but I've got to bring that rainbow gem back to 2024 DC. But I like these Jimmy Cagney, the dragon there.
Whole thing is
All it's missing is the grapefruit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll join you guys with a 9 as well. I do like the way Superman is drawn. Here he's got a very, very classic look and a
Except for
classic
his right foot.
Yeah, the Al Plastino, I think that's him. It just always lifts his leg like he's a dog getting ready to pee.
It's the foot though, how it's positioned forward. It looks bent.
If you look at him every time he's flying, he's got one leg lifted like that every time.
It just looks weird because his knees bent backwards,
Mhm.
but then his foot's extended out like that and lifted up. It's
Yeah.
like, what the
Yeah.
heck?
Oh, it's kind of trying to leap, I guess. So let's take a look at what we got from the chat. Hey, chat, welcome back. Let's see. Joe Dog gives it a 10. Glenzer gives it an 8. Ethereal Dragon gives it a 9. Joe and some guy named I Love Comics, hey, welcome to the stream, gives it a 10. And let's see. One Slick Dude gives it an 8. Hello, I see Jackson is in the chat. Are you going to give us a score? Rhaegar says, is that Fing Fang Foom? And he gives it an 8 as well. And
Tonight's
Jackson
losers are
is
pretty
a 7. All right, so we've got 1 7.
Do we lose MK?
4 9s and 3 10s thus far. MK, you coming back or did you drop off? Let me see the last time.
I don't know. At first, I thought you said, "Do we lose LK?" I was like,
I almost did.
No, I'm still
"He's
here.
talking." I'm like, "Is he here?" Oh,
Yeah. Oh, it was Dark Admiral that had to leave, but it does look like we lost MK somewhere along the way. Maybe he'll.
is there a game
He'll
on?
come back.
Well, yeah, but it's not going well for him.
Who, MK?
Yeah, the Yankees are getting boat raced tonight.
Oh, darn.
I know it's awful. And
so sad to hear that.
they're only 2 runs or another Judge homer. He's up to 30 already.
Yeah. Well, they've had a few other injuries, so.
Yeah, you want to see my sympathy meter?
Oh, it's probably about my level too. So, with all that said, it looks to me like issue 114 is going to land in the 9 pile. So there we go.
Is Jeter still playing?
No.
He's retired.
Are going to go to 115.
I didn't hear that brain
Stop
cast or no.
sign on that one.
No, he's been gone so long. He's already in the Hall of Fame.
Are his wives in the Hall of Fame too?
They should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. So and Rhaegar, no, I'm not watching the Acolyte. I watch the Acolyte review streams, which are infinitely more enjoyable and more fun.
I said his starting lineup should have a spot in Cooperstown.
I mean, all the girls that he's dated, I was looking
It's absolutely amazing.
Mariah Carey, Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, Adriana Lima, Scarlett Johansson, Vanessa Manillo, Hannah Davis, Jordana Brewster, Tyra Banks, Minka Kelly, and many more.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that none of them rival one Lois Lane, and we have issue number 15. And Eric, what do you think?
Well, see. I you know what? 10 just for the sheer fun of it.
Yeah. You know what? I'm right there with you. For some reason, this one just cracks me up, especially the smile on the fat one. So yeah, I've got to give this a 10. Plus, I mean, you've got Superman there holding a scorecard. Although I will say, his hands don't look connected to the body. If that makes sense. It seems like they're from a completely somebody else.
Well, you know why the fat guy's smiling, don't you? He just found out he has his own day at the New York beach.
And I did want to point out, it's fun seeing these early covers that they still have the Register Patent Office trademark underneath the Superman logo, because you don't see that anymore. So Venkman, what do you think?
Well, I'm done with you guys fat shaming him. He's a little bit overweight, but he's all right. What is the other guy doing? Is he morphed into one being with him?
No, one is broken a chain with his stomach. Another one's flying. The third one is bent.
Okay, because the arm and the leg look merged together.
Yeah.
That looks bad. Do like the motion lines. Do like how they draw the steel beam being bent and twisted. That's really cool. Scorecard, it's really great. And thanks to the Superman's experiment, each of those three men will have 48. Is he an evil scientist here experimenting on humans just for his own joy?
Well, it does make you wonder. Okay, why is he coming up with a formula that would give people superpowers for 48 hours?
Why did he have a machine that would make someone black for a day?
Hey, we don't talk about that. That was a different.
But we did read it on the Sneaky Pub
Superman
show.
was running.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna give this a 9.
A 9. All right, well, let's see what we get from the chat here. Let's see. Glenzer gives it a 9, and we get Joe Dog with a 10, and MK saying this gives off those Made Men from Crisis on Earth 2 movie vibes. Okay, gives it a 9. Rhaegar a 5. Wow. One dude says 7. The fat Superman has a tiny cape, and the one with the chains looks like a mannequin.
All this fat shaming.
Well, maybe. Joe gives it a 9. Jackson gives it a 9. Says he's just big boned. That I Love Comics dude chimes in again, gives it an 8, and we get a 6 from Ethereal Dragon, and guess he's telling us he's on vacation. And why did he juggle random African tribes? I think talking about earlier or
They had a crossover to sell.
Wasn't it Legends?
No, that was Superman, Spider-Man. The
Yeah, that was that one. Okay.
So let's see here. We got a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and an 8 and 5 9s and 3 10s. And this is going to be an 8. Get you right up there. All right. We are moving again. So here's 116. And let me put up the stop sign. And the start sign. And let's see what we've got here. The Man of Steel startles the world when he becomes the mechanized Superman. Look, Superman has crashed into our hideout with a mechanical hand instead of his bare fist. Maybe he's lost his superpowers. Dun dun dun. So again, kind of a fun cover. The shocked look of the one gangster there, kind of holding. Although I got to take a point off for how badly drawn those guns are. Come on, guys, you can make them more realistic, accurate than that. It's the first appearance of the Superman fist, I believe. We'll see later with the Superman space vehicle. I'm blanking on what to call it, but I just remember it having the arms that punch back and forth like that. So I'm going to give it a 9. So
okay.
RDV?
Yeah. When did we get the boxing glove arrow? Was that later? Or was that around this time, you think?
I don't know.
If only someone on the panel knew, maybe.
Yeah. If only a professor of comicsology were here.
I'm sure it had been used several times by then.
Okay. It is kind of cool though. The guy's busting a hole through the wall. I love the debris flying stuff. The guns. This is comic code. I don't know if they're really realistic looking guns. I'm surprised they're not lasers. But the 90s are like, oh, that Batman cartoon was so bad, so Spider-Man had to have laser guns because of that. Thanks, Fox. Well,
that goes all the way back to the G.I. Joe cartoon.
It's dumb. Yeah. Honestly, I'm liking this. I'm liking the giant fist going through. All he's gonna say is, "Oh yeah." It's a Kool-Aid man.
So what's your score?
This is a 9.
A 9. Okay. Breen.
Still waiting for that 10.
Oh, you just had a chance to vote for a 10 here. The reason why he's using that glove is he's breaking into the old gangster's home here. I mean, that poor guy there. He looked like he'd sell out the other guy for some pudding.
It's Rodney Dangerfield, probably.
But yeah, this is just again fun. This is a 10.
Got 10. Okay. And hey, England teens rejoined us.
I feel those jazz hands. There's a reason this is the cover photo. It's got dark, bold covers, and it actually looks better than the other ones. This is a 10. This is exactly that kind of Silver Age silliness. When I say Silver Age silliness, I do not mean that as an insult. Mm-hmm. There is a certain element of fun. Yeah, you could say, oh, that was simplistic. It was written for kids. I don't care. There was a certain element of fun to Silver Age comics. I call Silver Age silliness. This epitomizes it. Why the would Superman need a punch machine to do this? And yet there it is. You know, somebody just thought, you know what would be funny? Boom. Which, as DNC has pointed out, nowadays it's tragic and sad. Back then it's awesome. 10.
If they did this in a cartoon format, you'd have the guy reading be like, oh, I wonder if he lost his powers. No, Biff, you're an idiot.
Right. Okay, so who's voted on this one so far?
We got all 4.
Yeah.
So,
okay,
yeah,
so I got a 9. LK, what'd you say?
I said a 9 as well. So there's
Eric,
two 9s and 2 10s.
2
You
9s,
and
2
Eric.
10s. Okay, cool. All righty. You want me to take over? You got it.
If you're cool, I'm fine handing it back over to you.
All righty. So we go back to the chat. Glenzer saying 10. And then we have Superman felt the need to flex on a guy with spider powers. Okay, different conversation I probably wasn't a part of. Joe says a 9. Joe Dog says a 9, and Ethereal Dragon says 8. All righty. We've got, hey, Superman took Joker's punchy thing. 10 out of 10. I love how it's punching through the wall, says MK. And then we have Joe saying 10. That's the stupidest and coolest thing I've ever seen. Right? Then we have a 6 from Rhaegar. Alrighty. And he's saying that because fist punching through a wall is ridiculous, he could just punch it himself. Yes, they're lasers, but the funny thing about lasers is that they might be even more violent than bullets and worse. Once again, oh, the lasers coming out of the guns. Let's see. 7, guns are terrible. Title is lame, and the concept is unnecessary, says One Slick. Did they run out of ideas? I think this shows a lot of creativity and ideas, or at least boredom. And he gives it a 7.
Yeah.
A Mom England teen is me tooing jazz hands.
Yeah. Well, like you said before, I mean, one of the things it does make you curious to open this up to go, okay, so how did they explain the fact that he needed to use this, punching hand
Yeah.
to break the wall? What happened to Superman that he, had to resort to this?
And Glenzer is saying the fun in modern day comics is making fun of them. All right, this is what we got, kids. We got 1 6, 1 7, 1 8, and 3 9s versus 5 10s. And well, that just brings it on down. Let's see. Do 1 2 3. That eliminates these. It is a 9, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's on yours now, not mine.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that anyway. So we are on issue number 117. And ladies and gentlemen, also do not forget to, I think it's all gentlemen today, do not forget to vote in the poll for what we are doing on Sunday. And here, whose turn is it to start? You started last time.
I did the last one. So
okay, Eric.
Start it.
It's all you, Eric.
Oh man, I gotta give us a 10. We don't see it in this panel, but we open up the book and see the dead guy there because he froze to death. So
now, see, it's funny though. You said he. When I read that, my first thought is, and again, sorry, stereotypes. The teller's a woman.
Well, I doubt if the code would allow women to die in his first year. So that's why my mind went to the dead guy.
Yeah. All righty, Summoner, feel free. Here's the way it goes. A 1 means god awful. 2 is horrible. 3 is very bad. 4 is bad. 5 is it elicits no reaction whatsoever. 6 is average. 7 is good. 8 is very good. 9 is awesome. 10 super awesome. Great away. All righty, RDV, what do you think?
Well, I like the fact he's telling him to use his X-ray eyes, but it's working in reverse. It's not being it's giving cold out of his eyes instead of his mouth. It's not super breath. He's got eye thing. It's like a Bizarro thing. So that's really cool. And the guy looks like Chuck Schumer. It's kind of left. I don't trust him. He's in New York. He's like, I need access to my money.
He looks more like Toyman.
Well, it could be. I don't know. Toyman's changed over the years for me. The last time I saw him, he had a giant freaking doll head over his head in the animated series. But I'm giving this a 10. This is great.
All right. And how about you, LK?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10 as well. The cover tells a great story, and it's just classic Silver Age Superman.
And you said 9?
No, 10.
10. Okay. I got to agree with you guys. The colors on this, I mean, for one, it's just gray bank vault with the ice, and it just makes Superman pop right off the page a little bit there. It is really just done well. The shading, the inking is just, I mean, look at the depth on the vault itself. It is really done very well. The only thing missing is just a little bit of reflection on the floor, and but that being said, I agree with you guys. This covers a 10. All righty, and let's go to the chat, and we have Glenzer saying it's a 10 as well, and then we've got let's see, 9 from MK.
Yeah, Cold Vision. That's
Rhaegar saying you should call them ladies anyway, like it's boot camp, and Joe's saying 9. Let's see, 10 from Joe Dog. And we have, let's see, is this first appearance of Cold Breath? That is something to look up as well. Ethereal says 8. Let's see, I read others of that time period. Well, glad you're a fan of Silver Age Superman. Yeah, we're a bunch of old farts around here, so we like the old stuff as well. But we're not reading the comic. We're seriously just looking at the comic covers. What do you think of the comic covers? What do you think is it, and give us the details if you want. If you don't and you just want to put a number, go right on ahead. All righty. Bro, can Superman do this now? Anyway, a generous 7 from Rhaegar. Don't remember Superman having this power. Wow, it's been a long time since he's used his frost breath in anything but movies and TV, huh?
Well, but it's
one stick is saying, guess I'm skipping him. Did I skip? Yep. 10, much better cover with Superman's heat vision malfunctioning. Well, but all it's coming from his eyes, not his mouth. Oh my gosh, I missed that.
I said that too.
Oh, I totally missed it. I was chatting with Summoner, telling him, let's vote on the cover here.
Yeah.
But One Slick gave it a 10. But I missed the fact that it's coming out of his eyes.
Cold Vision, yeah.
Frost vision, yeah.
That's why I said it was kind of like Bizarro from the CW. Superman Lois.
All right, so here we have. Once again, Summoner. A 1 is god awful. Here, let's drop the Superman here, and you can go over this and show off the gradings. 1 is god awful. 2 is horrible. 3 is very bad. 4 is bad. 5 is meh. 6 is average. 7 good. 8 very good. 9 is awesome, and 10 is super awesome. As you can tell, Silver Age Superman so far has held up. All right, and this one is nothing below 10 takes it out of the 10s. So it is a 10 tonight. It's our second 10 of the evening, and we are moving on. I guess it's my turn to go, and I get issue number 118. And what are we looking at here? We have Superman. A copy of Superman's on the ground. And we have the kryptonite beam going right into his dick. The hell's that all about? Let's see. Boss, I can't believe my eyes. Superman finally dead from overexposure to magnifying rays of kryptonite. Anybody would with kryptonite to the dick. It's true. His heart has stopped beating. Now you can take his place in Metropolis. So we have, once again, somebody created a copy of Superman, and they have destroyed and killed regular Superman, once again, with kryptonite to the dick. I don't know about this cover. I like it. There's things I like about it, things I think is weird. That being said, I'm going to give this one an 8. All right. Oh, what do you think, RDV?
Is it one of those generic chargers you plug it in the wall? You just kind of flip the switch on that thing? I mean, how does that work? He's got there. He's got little dials. But I mean, I don't see any cords going anything.
Yeah, that's right. They're attached to Superman's wrist, apparently.
Yeah, somewhere on there. So I thought that was kind of funny because guys, he's taking his heart, his pulse failed. Man, kryptonite dick 10. You had me at that.
All right. And how about you? Okay.
Well, I mean, now we know why there shouldn't be any Super Sons.
Guys, super blanks.
Yeah. Well, and I just noticed too that actually the fake Superman there is actually holding the kryptonite by a string.
Okay.
I thought it was like, attached, or suspended on the mirror there. So it's just weird. Yeah, this is a 10 for me. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, it may not be drawn perfectly, although I think it's still drawn pretty darn well. Just the whole premise of it, I just love. So
kind of like George Bush, doesn't it? That bad guy's George Bush. You look close enough.
No, it's Perry White.
Yeah. Could be.
All right. How about you, Eric? What's your grade? What do you think?
What more could you ask for? A well-drawn cover, Vince Coletta inks, and I need it's a 10 because I need to know how they got this dumbass to lay on the ground so they could hold kryptonite over him with all these machines running and stuff. I said, good Lord, this guy's dumb. But I got to find out how he got himself in that predicament.
All righty. Okay, and let's see. So far, 3 10s, 1 8. Let's see what the chat is saying about this one. Glenn's are right out the gate with a 10. He's agreeing with you guys. Let's see. They're hurting Superman with kryptonite. That's so evil, and their heart is stopped, and it's called Death of Superman. I want to read that one. Yeah, most of us do. It hooked me. MK saying, I guess they want to make sure he no longer is the Man of Steel. Ha! 10 for being so random, says MK. All righty. Next up, we have Rhaegar saying it's the first Death of Superman comic and iconic. Wasn't there a Death of Superman not but 3 or 4 issues ago? I could be wrong, but he is saying a 10 of 10. Joe Dog is agreeing with a 10. Joe himself is saying 8, agreeing with me on that one. Ethereal right in the middle there with a 9. I'm not sure if I have that one, but do you have the issue number? Yeah, this is issue number 118. It is from 19, at this point, I think 57. It could be still 56. No. 56 was the beginning of this. So this would be 57 unless they were bi-monthly. Because that would be 56 November, which would be January, February, March, April. Yeah, it would still be in 1957. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. One Slick is saying 8. While the art is good, how are they going to get Superman to hold still long enough for him to do it? Yeah, see, you got to pick it up and find out. Next up, we have Rhaegar. What more could you ask for? Oh, don't do that. I'm not a big fan of repeating memes over and over again, but there you go. He took Surge and turned it into lasers, Surge's kryptonite in real life. I can believe that. Then the kryptonite kills the Fate by giving him cancer, much like Lex Luthor. By all means, feel free to toss in an actual grade, but what we have here is we have 7 10s a 1-8 and 3-7. So obviously, we know where this one's going. This one is going to 10 Town. All right. And let's see. I did the last one, so it looks like LK, RDV, you get issue number 119.
Oh, Clark Kent's got ups. No, Kellor. Just call him Kellogg's at this point. You must never fly while some
KELLOGG, Kellogg's, just for you.
Yeah.
It's for all you old people.
Yeah. Or you'll just give away my secret identity. Wow. This issue, a complete 3-part novel, the second Superman. You're all right. There's a Superman in every freaking issue this pops up. It's like the same one keeps coming back. Like he survives. Which is ironic because we have Cyborg Superman these days, and that's the only other one we have. But yeah, I'm gonna give this about I'm gonna give this a 9. I always like the way how they draw Clark Kent, even though it's not Clark Kent, it's someone else, but it looks like him.
Well, it's Killor.
Kellogg. That'd be awesome.
Okay. And how about you, LK?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10. Still, I was hesitating for a second, but yeah, I like this cover. Again, just good, goofy Silver Age, fun. And again, it's enough to make you want to open up the cover to go, okay, what the hell's going on here? Why does he have a second Superman? And at first I thought those were just kind of random letters in the window behind Superman, but I realized I think that's supposed to spell out City Paper.
In the window?
Yeah.
Where do you see?
The Daily Planet, so it probably is it's probably Daily Planet on the windows. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Or
because it's on the wall there, Daily Planet, so the window would kind of.
Well, maybe, but I mean, it would be awfully tight kerneling.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But you would at least see some of the other letters on the other side of Superman, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Huh. So, all righty, Eric, what do you think?
Oh, this is a 10.
All right.
Yeah, the poor guy's got a super migraine because this idiot just keeps flying around in Clark Kent suit. I like it. It really looks at me. The perspective in this is really well done. It actually does kind of look like he's flying up the middle of the book. So yeah, I like this.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. It is a good layout.
So did Superman make a robot so he could pose as Clark Kent? That way he can go be Superman.
Well, he had an army. He had a closet full of robots. But this isn't one of them.
Yeah.
Well, closet full of
you know who Kellor is?
He's a robot.
I'm actually looking that up right now.
There's
this is the first I've heard of him. Okay, Reign of the Superman, Kellor, March 13. Kellor can also act as Superman since Xenon is big. Okay, so at the tail end of the Golden Age, Superman discovers the existence of Xenon, a twin planet to Krypton, only smaller, that turns out to be a former moon that had spun off its orbit around Krypton. Cue the Space 1999 themes. Superman visits and meets up with Kellor, a near duplicate of himself. They look so much alike, Superman brings him to Earth to slum it as Clark Kent while he returns to the crimeless Xenon to help out with the geological instability problem. Let's see. Good thing Superman gave Kell detailed descriptions of people and things in his life. Okay, so there you go. That's what he is. He's kind of an other dimensional double of sorts, except for different planet.
Where did he go to Xeon? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
His name, the planet was called Xenon. But there you go.
Xenon.
I'm actually looking at the story right now, and of course I come across the page where Xeon is going, "Careful what you say, Superman. That young lady is an inquisitive reporter. So your name's Superman. I'm Vanna Ver of Telestro News. Tell me, who are you and how did you get such superpowers? So even on this planet, you can't avoid the nosy woman reporter.
All righty. So there you go. That is who Kellor is. You learn something new every day, and isn't it weird that you find that you have a comic book channel that talks about comic books? Go figure.
What?
I think that should happen more often. All right. Personally, I do like the layout of this. You really pointed that out, Eric, and the color of the building in the background, the small yet detailed. It's not overly done. You get what's going on. The small flaw in the cloth is, of course, the lettering behind them, but that is a very small flaw. And I'll give this one a 9. Now, if I heard right, we got 2 9s, 2 10s.
Mm-hmm.
Crickets. Okay, so I assume I'm right. Okay. Let's see. That's Fun with Joe's dog is saying it's a 9, and Glinzer is saying it is a 10. And then we have speaking of which, meme reviews. Yeah, I've actually just made a channel to do that if I ever have a chance to make a video. 10 out of 10 says Rhaegar because, as my great grandmother would say, this don't make no damn sense. All righty. And Joe says 7, and Ethereal Dragon says 7. Let me bring that down one. Cool Angle says MK. I give it a 10. Let's see. This one, I like it less, but I do like that we get to see the coloring of the socks and the shoes. I actually, the green socks is one of the first things I noticed. I didn't bring it up, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Feel free to grade it. One Slick is saying 8. It's amazing how many extra Superman they had, and now an extra Clark Kent. And that's an 8 from One Slick. All right. And let's see. At the end of the Golden Age, him. Is this the origin of Bizarro? No. Let's see. One Slick saying Superman was supposed to be the last survivor of Krypton. Then all of a sudden they started pulling Kryptonians out of every corner of the universe, which is why, or one of the reasons why, Crisis on Infinite Earths happened. Let's see. 4 is bad. Yep. I want to see Beyond 4. Rhaegar still bad. Okay. And there we go. All right. And let's see. We got 1 4. We got, let's see, 2 7s, 2 8. Wait, nope. Yep, 2 7s, 2 8s, 3 9s, and 5 10s. So it brings down, this one is a 9. It looks like 5. Yep. Yeah, this one ends up in the 9 category.
Okay.
All right. And following that, I do believe it's Eric's turn, right?
Okay.
And you get the last cover of the day, sir. Oh, okay. Hold on. Not a 4. It's a 7. Okay, gotcha. All righty.
Oh, and then he said an 8.
All righty. I'm stopping on that one, though. I'm stopping on the 8.
Yeah.
All right. And Rhaegar's saying I behaved today. I know, man. What happened? All righty. So, Eric, what do you think? We've got the last cover of the night, issue number 120.
We're gonna go out on a 10 because it's who knows, this may have been the first of hundreds of Lois who inexplicably gets invited to every Superman wedding that she's not a part of just so she can cry in the background. Yeah, and apparently they're being married by Mr. Whipple. So if
that's another one for the old
I
parts.
don't know what it is.
All righty. RDV, what do you think?
I can agree. All it's amazing is Clint, I love you. This is a 10.
Okay. LK, what do you think?
Yeah, I've got to go with a 10. I love the fact it does look like we have a tear there on Lois's face. And also, I mean, the way that they drew the bride, I mean, it looks like Superman's marrying a mannequin.
All righty, 310 so far. So what do we got here? We've got, in all honesty, I love the pink wall. Like, what Justice of the Peace office ever has pink walls? But it works. Then, of course, the orange curtains, the bookshelf in the background just being there. And what is that a picture of? It's like a forest or it's a forest road, it looks like.
It looks like a road. You got a building on the side, there's telephone poles on the left, and then there's like a house at the end.
Like a small town of some sorts. Like he's driving through Stephen King world.
It's probably a picture of the town that they're in.
Maybe. I just like the colors on this one. It really does pop. It goes, man. Yeah, the suits, the everything, and you're right. Why invite Lois Lane to every damn wedding? Didn't he show up laughing at Lois Lane because she got married once?
I mean, you got a green carpet, you got pink walls, orange curtains, and an orange chair.
It's like the worst box of Lucky Charms ever made. It is. All righty. Do I think it's a 10 though? You know what? Okay, let's go out on a high note. Let's ruin the next top 20. I'm giving it a 10 also. All righty, so let's get to the chat and let's see. I'm a generous giver of grades. Apparently, so are we. Glenzer says a 10. Joe Dog says an 8. All righty, and let's see. Ethereal Dragon says an 8 as well, and then we've got don't squeeze the Charmin. Rick, you just told us you're old. And feel free to join in on the votes. I know we're at the end of this one, but when we post the video, you can put it in the chat there. We're trying to get more comments, so of course the algorithm helps out because these videos not getting the best of views, but it's still fun. We're still going to do them. Let's see. We have 10 from Joe saying Superman marrying someone else. Cover says okay, and that is a 10. Next up, we've got it's a sad one, breaks my heart. I'd say 9, says Summoner. Okay, 10 from Rhaegar. Superman is good taste in mannequins. Hey, you know this one, Kim Cattrall. You know some mannequins can be hot. Lois, Superman is marrying Gloria Graham. Sniffle. That was Glinzer. One Slick says 8 pink walls don't work for me. Is the girl supposed to be Lana Lang or Supergirl? Alrighty, and that was an 8 from One Slick. Let's see, Superman 119, Cal Superman. All right, let's see. MK saying lots of different colors. They pop due to the pink background. He's giving it a 10. Let's see, especially when Lois doing everything gets Superman merrier. Why should I not squish the Charmin, says Rhaegar. That was the thing in the commercials. Please don't squeeze the Charmin because Charmin is so soft you want to squeeze it.
They now have a jingle because they said, it's not polite to talk about, bathroom stuff. So, so we're going to sing it now. So they actually have a song I heard on the radio.
Really? I never heard the song Don't Squeeze the Charmin. Okay. Barring any last minute bids, this is what we got. We have 3 8s, 1 9, and 8. Guys, this is a 10. This is it. We're ending on a 10 tonight. Alrighty. Whoops. Nope. Oh, not mine. I guess yours there.
There we go.
Okay. So well, this part's gonna be weird. So I guess you gotta host the next part here.
I guess I do. So we have finished out, and pretty easy to blow it up because we're just dealing with 8s, 9s, and 10s.
I did not think that this was going to do this well. I was looking at it going, wow, these covers are silly. I wonder if people are going to respond. Yes, you did. Awesome.
Yeah.
Have a good night, One Slick. Take care, and see you mañana for Green Lantern. 10:30 tomorrow, Green Lantern.
Oh, someone just changed his vote for the last one.
Silver Age.
Oh.
Summer's just.
Well, I don't think that's going to affect it.
No.
Hey, good night, Summer. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. So, Venkman, of the 8s, which one's your favorite? Which one's your least favorite?
Oh man,
We got the
they're all the same.
Yeah, well, actually true. Yeah, ventriloquist, the fake Superman exploding out of the box, and the substitute Superman.
Just because I'm not a fat shamer, I'm putting the fat guy in front as being good.
Okay.
You don't have to do that. Angleton's already to the left.
Ah,
All right. So Breen, which is your favorite?
I gave Fat Superman a 10, so that's got to be my pick.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Fat Superman 10 too, there too. So
I like ventriloquist Superman. So there you go. This is a great.
Yeah, a little too close to home.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Moving on to the nines.
If they gave Fat Superman hair, maybe I wouldn't feel offended.
Yeah. So Venkman, which is your favorite 9? We've got the Circus Strongmen. We've got the alternate Krypton or thing with his dad, Dragon, Punch Machine, and fake second Superman.
Superman fisting. That's my favorite right there.
That's your favorite. Okay. Englantine, which 9 is your favorite?
Any time Superman fists, it's awesome. I recommend that.
Okay, Eric, what's your favorite 9?
It's close, but I gotta go Superman fist too.
All right, we'll leave Superman with the pop-up fist there. Any other changes you want to make in the 9s?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
No. Here's one. Bring the Roman Superman down to the back.
This one to the back?
Yeah.
Everybody else agree?
And then the dragon to the second, and I think we've got it. No. Second place.
Oh, you think this one's second? Oh,
I think that one's second. Yeah.
Does anybody agree with Englantine on that one?
I think the Roman's third.
I think the Flying Clark Kent should be second, but I also don't mind these other ones either.
Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe I guess I'll do that then. All right. And then the 10s. We've got 4 10s. We've got Superman being attacked by the giant ant. We have Superman freezing the bank vault. Superman being killed by kryptonite on his crotch, and of course the day that Superman got married. So Venkman, which is your favorite 10?
Oh man, as much as I love the marriage one, it's so cliche. I'm going with the Cold Vision, the bank.
Cold Vision. Okay. Englantine, which is your favorite 10?
I double up on that.
Okay. Breen, which is your favorite 10?
Superman getting cryptid dick.
Okay. So Venkman, which is your least favorite?
The giant ant.
The giant ant. Okay.
The giant. It looks like it's straight out of Duckburg.
Englantine, your least favorite.
This might bring it down to third place, but Crypto Dick is the worst on there. Yeah.
Breen, your least favorite.
Saying how cool it would be if that ant was attacking the wedding.
If we pretend, yeah.
I'm good with the order we have.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
My only suggestion is I would move Superman married being second.
Well, I just voted down Crypto Dick, so that's 2 votes for that to happen.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So I think we're done. There we go.
And your top 12, you got the Magic Box Superman at number 12. Number 11 is Ventriloquist Superman. Number 8 is Fat Guy Englantine Superman. Then, I'm staring into the joke. Then, let's say that's 12, 11, 10. Then 9 is the Tug of War. 8 is the TV Dad. 7 is the Flying Clark Kent from Kellor. And then, what is that? 6 is Superman punching out Fin Fang Foom.
Yep.
5 is Kool-Aid Man Superman. 4 is Superman versus the Giant Ant. 3 is Crypto Dick Superman. 2, Superman gets married. And the best of the first Silver Age Supermans is the Freeze Vision Superman. So there you go, gang.
Crypto Dick sounds more like something that a woman would call a guy who's rich off of crypto.
Yeah, I put 2,000 on crypto. That was 50. Yeah. All right, so hey, maybe Crypto Dick is actually going to be worth something in 10 years. I don't know. That being said, gang, there you go. Another fun time looking at some awesome comic book covers. Don't forget, while I'm doing this, if you haven't voted in the poll for what's next, vote in the poll for what's next. Tomorrow night, we're doing Green Lantern from the Silver Age. We're starting with Showcase number 22, and we're going up to Green Lantern number 12. So there's going to be 15 to talk about tomorrow. On Friday, it's going to be Jungle Comics from the Golden Age, the 1950s.
And then Saturday we have the night off.
And then Saturday we're doing the comic book auction. Yeah. But what you're voting on right there is for Sunday. So let us know.
No one's
So
voting
I
anymore.
would say you've got a clear leader right now.
Oh,
So.
hold on. Don't spoil it for me. I want to see it.
It is Real Ghostbusters.
Real Ghostbusters. Woo! That's the one we were hoping for.
We're going for the lowest number, right?
Yeah, oh really? Did that lose? Okay, yeah, I'm getting there right now. Okay, so we end the poll, and this is what we got, kids. We have Real Ghostbuster. There were 25 votes. Thank you very much, everybody. And we have Real Ghostbusters only getting 11%, Zoo Crew getting 15%, and then we had Sonic the Hedgehog getting 20%, and Archie got 51%. That is the highest of any that we've put up on these polls. So there you go, gang. We're going to be doing. I actually was trying to steer everybody towards Sonic, thinking, there you go. But Eric, you called it out. And on Sunday, we'll do Archie from the 1950s.
Yeah, I just posted something in Sports Ball
Mm-hmm.
that could be your future, depending on how it goes.
Rahili. All right, let me check this out. I've got to restart everything because of there we go. What are we doing? Let's hope this doesn't happen to. Yeah, the shelf I'm building is not what I'm going to be hanging on a wall, but there you go. He showed a video of me because I'm building a shelf over here.
She just boxed herself, that's all.
Yeah, that ain't happening to me.
That's pretty
All
cool.
right, kids. By all means, thank you very much for hanging out. If you don't mind this content, if you like this content, go on over to Ko-Fi, drop $1 in the till. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that. To everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Good night, kids.